Welcome to this month's episode of Conscious Connection, where soul meets soul. Each month we sit with a beautiful soul sharing their unique medicine, magic, and message with our world. Join the conversation. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Welcome to the Fear to Freedom Project. Listen, I am excited today. I have some friends, I have some guests that are coming in. So, welcome to this month's Conscious Connection. Conscious Connections is where we highlight beautiful souls around the world who are sharing their unique medicine with our world. And I'm so excited to introduce Coach Blue to everyone. She was on the show a year ago and she was talking about her trading academy. And so now she brings with her one of her students who will be able to give us some real world experience about her trading with under the guise of Coach Blue. So welcome you all. Thank y'all for coming, MoneyBags and Coach Blue. Welcome to the Fear to Freedom Project. I'm
Thank you
glad
for
to have
having
you.
us. We glad to be here. We are glad to be here. Thank you.
Yes, this is so cool for me because a year ago you came to the show and we met some, I guess about 4 years ago. I'm not really sure, but we have been inseparable ever since. And you showed me how to make a boatload of money.
Yeah.
And I did make a boatload of money with you. So yeah, I want people to see, to hear, and I want to highlight your specialties. So, welcome to this show. You have had, let me just tell people who you are. Coach India is showing people how to become financially independent through binary options trading. And you've had students as young as 10 years old and as seasoned as 70 years old. You have since developed some time tested techniques that work for every trader at every level. And because of that, you started your own trading school, Blue Chips Academy. And joining alongside Coach India is one of her students, Miss Mary MoneyBags, a proud graduate of the Blue Chips Academy. And Mary is going to be here to share her firsthand experience about trading under Coach Blue's guidance. So this is going to be fresh. It's going to be depth. It's going to be real world experience. Perspective. And Mary didn't have any experience at all. None. Right. So let's get into it. I'm glad to see you all. Yeah. What's going on with your academy? How you been
So
doing?
I've been well. First and foremost, thanks again for having me back on the show, and of course having money bags. I like calling them money bags. We know Mary with the money,
Yeah.
but that's just so fitting.
I love it.
Yeah, she's amazing. So, things have been moving, just basically pivoting with the market and, gradually getting students acclimated with the academy, new people coming in, and just really just showing them the ropes and meeting them where they are, right? Some people may be novice, some people might have a little bit of experience, and then, some people might have pretty much majority of the information. So the academy is doing well. We're looking to, of course, continue to grow and continue to expand. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited.
So what kind of transitions have happened since, because you were pretty new in that academy. So when we first talked about it, how many students did you have and how many students do you have now?
So now, in the beginning, it was probably a handful, honestly. I would say probably like that were like consistently active. I would say about 3 to 4 that were consistently showing up.
I was going to say
Now
that.
it kind of fluctuates a little bit, but if I was to kind of put it all together from like the past month or two, max attendance, I would say probably like around 10, maybe as far as max
That's
attendance. So, but
that's good.
it's different, like because I have over 40 something registered students, but the
Yes.
people that actively show up, that's the difference. Those are the people that are serious about really taking it to the next level. So that's pretty much how everything works out with that. Yeah.
And I'm just going to let the audience know I got to keep it 100. This is the Fit of Freedom Project. So I'm
Yeah.
one of the ones that's not active because I
It's
can't
all
do it.
good.
You got
It's
no,
all
yeah, it
good.
is all good. Oh my
Yeah.
God, is it all good? But I already told
Mhm.
I'm emotional. I don't like to
Yeah.
lose. I did not like to lose any of that. So you can't even come into this game thinking you could be emotional about it.
Mhm.
That's one of the that's yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely something you can't do.
100%.
So I just opted to take my hands off and to just lead everyone to you because this is your magic. And so I believe in this trading. And I can honestly say, coach, that I remember taking a course. Shannon and I took trading courses before, and I was just really confused about it. I could not get it. When I went through your course, and
Yeah.
it was the W and the M's,
Yeah.
and it clicked with me. I still couldn't get the emotional part of it removed, but it did click with me, and I can see when to go in and when to come out of the trade.
Mhm.
So that is a huge testament to you because I had
Yeah.
been in trading groups and
Yeah.
I just could not get it. I'm like, this is not
Mhm.
working. So you are such an amazing coach. What started you? What got you into trading?
The reason why I got into trading, so I worked with financial services for about 5 years. And so, when you're in that sector, you run into like-minded people. And some people had showed me Forex trading. I started it and I was like, hold on, you just made this amount in what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? So
Yeah.
I tried it and I was like, I won and then I lost it all, right? So I blew my account.
What you say? I ain't coming back no more.
Nah, this ain't for me.
My
Right?
goodness, I feel you.
Yeah. And then, so, that's actually when you and I started and we started doing like, the crypto platforms and stuff like that. And so I was like, what, let me take another look at it because it's obviously something here, but I need to figure out how to master it. And so that's when I
Mhm.
really started to focus and hone in on that. And I was like, okay, this is very liberating. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you can control your time and your money. If you stick with it, you develop the skill, you develop the discipline, you'll never have to look for anyone else for a resource as far as taking care of you, your family, and everything that you need to do for yours. So, yeah,
Is that not a beautiful thing? And
yeah,
see, and one quote you made last year, it still
hmm
rings true in my head. I had to pull this one up. If you
yeah,
master your thoughts, you master your results.
yes,
Yeah, what
yes,
do you mean
yes.
by that? If you master these thoughts, y'all, right here in between your head.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. No, like that's one of my favorite quotes because at the end of the day, your mind, like it starts with your thought process, right? If you're thinking of, let's say you want to draw something on a picture, it starts here, right? And so you can literally create whatever you put your mind to. So if you're telling yourself, no, I can't do this, or no, this is, challenging or whatever the case is, that's exactly what's going to be the end result. But if you're telling yourself, okay, let me be open minded, let me be patient, let me receive the information, now you're going to start to see your growth because you've already told your mind, okay, I'm going to be open to these possibilities. And that's really the basic on that's a concept for anything in life, not just trading, like anything in life. So yeah.
Yes. You know what I gotta do? I got really, really have to Yes, I mean, this is it's the key of life. Absolutely. Mastering your thoughts here. I want to pivot over to money bags here and ask you what inspired you, young lady, to take that leap into trading and how did you find Coach Blue?
Well, finding her was through you. I was traveling down visiting to visit my aunt, and I was listening to your podcast, and you said, I got a friend. Well, she was a guest, the one that I listened to, but you had told me about it. And then I listened to it, and I was like, okay, I got to take a look at this. And you introduced her, us, and what I found out was that if you do what she says, you will get results. But if you go on your own, and the emotional thing really will take you out really, really quick. But I started trading because I'm close to retirement. And when she said that you could gain money within a certain short period of time and be able to have your time freedom, I said, this is something that I really, really wanted to do. So that's what got me.
How did you master getting over those emotions like on those days where you go into the market and I'm telling you, I was in demo mode. Listen, I was in demo mode and I I think I I lost about it had to be about $500. I don't even And I think I remember India saying you got to set it a little bit different so that you can lose in chunks, not in big. That was $500. I was thinking like, if that was a real trade and I had real money, I had to woosah. That came over me. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. How did you learn how to master your emotions in this? Or how are you doing it?
I'm doing it. It's not mastered yet, and that's the whole thing. It's a She's got this book, the Emotion Free Trading is what she got us reading,
I
and
read that.
you can't just read it, you got to live in it.
You
You
got to
got to
be it, right?
and you have to read it every day. She told us to go to this each find a chapter and read it every day until you get past that point. My chapter was greed.
Not baby G in here. Not
No,
greedy.
this is a big G, and cause man, when you see where you can get money in that shorter period of time, I'm telling you, I got excited and I got it within myself, and I was like, I got this now. Nope, back down to zero.
Are you serious?
Serious. I'm very serious. So you're not
Yeah.
master. It takes time and reading and reading and reading. It helped, and then practice, practice, practice. But you can't stay in demo forever. You got to get on there and get live. And right now, I'm trading, and I'm up like to $500.
You're trading live?
Yes, live.
I
And
am so proud of you.
I am too, and I'm telling the universe, okay, keep me where I am. God, keep me under control. Help me keep my mind where and stay focused where I'm going in the right direction. Don't let me do like, okay, I got this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna trade one more time. But you have to be under control, and you have to know, you have to set that goal, like she said. If you get 10%, go ahead and leave. Go ahead and
Mhm.
start trading, and just start trading the next day, because the market is going to be there. It's not going anywhere, no matter what the conditions are in the economy and stuff that's happening in the United States now. We do have a chance to gain every day. You just got to be under control. And that's the stuff I have to do. She just said, get up, go do something else. Because if you don't, you're going to give it all right back to the market. And that's what I'm mastering right now, is keeping what I got and go do something else.
You mean like keeping what you have? Like if you earned $35 that day or $50 that day, then that's enough. Come out and you're done for the day. Is that
That,
correct,
that,
Coach?
Yep, that's
Okay.
exactly
Uh,
right.
that
don't.
compound thing is amazing. You don't look at it like that, but at the end of the month, it's a whole lot. $35 a day compounding, or $25 a day compounding at the end of the month. That's how you look at it. But we're not trained to look at it like that. We're trained to come in and I'm gonna get $100. Man, I can win $500. And you mean I can get this amount? Yep, you can. But guess what? If you're not trained and disciplined, you're gonna give it right back to the market. I know.
Girl, I know too in demo mode. That's why I'm on this side of the podcast. I love it though, but I love that you have hung in there, Mary. I really am so proud of you. I'm glad that I introduced you. I introduced another sister that is to Coach Blue's Academy. So that's really good. And if you are out here listening and you are interested in trading, if you are interested in compounding your daily winnings, yeah, look at you. Let me put this up on the screen so y'all can see. www.bluechipsacademy.com, and that's for our listeners on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and iHeartRadio. So, yes, so can you tell me one lesson, Coach, that you hope every student takes away from the academy that will go beyond trading?
That's a good question. I think the biggest thing that I would say that applies to both your personal life and goes beyond trading is having that emotional discipline, because that transpires in everything we do. You know what I mean? Like when you think about situations where you might be frustrated because something might have happened in your personal life, or someone may have made you upset, or whatever the case is, when you take the time to assess and understand the limitations in every situation, then that helps you to respond correctly to those situations. But whenever you act on your emotions in anything that you do, 9 times out of 10 is not the right response. So
Right.
if you take that application and apply it to every aspect of your life, you'll start to see more peace and more control over everything that you do in your life.
God, you are, man, if let me just say that that is absolutely true. And I am so working on that. I am an intuitive and my oracles speak to me, my guides speak to me. And one of the things that I am guided to do repeatedly is to work on mastering my emotions or balancing my emotions, healing my emotions. And so this is true. I'm not going to give up on trading because once I get these emotions in check, then maybe I can come back to the charts. And I just have to be honest about that. What you're saying is true. And that's what I took away from your academy because I can't be in there. I got to master my emotions first. Then I'm going to need to come back so I can make some money in that way. Okay. That's really a good lesson. I really like that. And I'm working on that. I want to ask you, how do you motivate the students? Like, how do you keep them motivated during like unpredictable, overwhelming markets whenever
Yeah.
they're feeling like that, when the market is unpredictable? How do you keep them motivated?
So that's a great point, and it's not only just keeping them motivated, it's keeping myself motivated too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
think at the end of the day, we're in this together, right? So when they're losing, I'm losing. You get me? So they don't feel like they're in this alone. You know what I mean? And then I feel like at the end of the day, honesty is the best policy. So the facts are the facts. So like recently, we've been kind of getting a little bumps with the tariffs and everything like that affecting the market. It's been
Oh,
inconsistent, right? But
uh-huh.
however, right, pivoting through that with trading, you have to always be able to pivot, right? So if the market is changing, you have to change along with it. So when just having them, number one, just having them show up is my motivation. So for
Yes.
me, I feel like I have to pull out even more, you know what I mean, to make sure that you all are getting what you need. So what I do, I constantly ask them, okay, so what are some things that you're struggling with? What do we need to fix? What do we need to change so that we can really focus in on that? Because now that gives me insight on how I can be a better instructor for them. And I feel like the more information you have, the more success and more clarity you'll have. And that's where you can continue to push forward, because if you're uncertain, it's like, you know what, forget this. I don't even know how to move forward. It is what it is. But if you
Yes.
see that things are constantly moving and changing, there's
Mm-hmm.
hope at the end of that. And I think that's what keeps the students continuously showing up.
What you saying, money bags? What you saying? You agreeing to that?
Yes, I am. That's so very true because the platform that we're on now, I tried. I said, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. And I was trying to log in, but it just kept telling me you're in the wrong, you must be trying to log into this. And I didn't want to bother her. But one thing I can say is that anytime I text her or call her, she is available and she takes the time, and she can't get it through talking. She'll do a one-on-one Zoom, and that is awesome. And I'm in the new platform, and it is really, really smooth. It is. It makes so much sense. We did this Monday morning, and here it is Friday, and I feel like I'm navigating through it just like I was on the other one. So she's a great instructor, and I just tell anybody that I talk to about her that that's what she's patient, she's honest, and I love it when she's real. Her emotions come through. Look at that. She'll say, "Look at that thing. It's crazy."
You are speaking my language, my sentiments, and what's so beautiful about Coach Blue is she is consistent.
Yes,
And
she is.
yeah, she's very consistent because now here we are 3 to 4, 5 years later, and she's still doing the same thing because you're saying it. That's
Yeah.
exactly how she was with me when we first started out. I didn't know anything. What is crypto? What does that mean? And so she taught me consistently. She was always there to help one on one. She did groups. And so, yeah, I couldn't think of a better coach. I know there are coaches out there that have all of this exposure that are all over the airwaves, and they have all of these credentials and all of this stuff behind them in the financial market. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to coach and you want to learn how to master your thoughts so you can master your results in this trading world, Coach Blue is where you should be focused on at bluechipsacademy.com. I'm putting it up here on the screen. And listen, here's something else. If you want to join Coach Blue, you get $100 off the cost of the academy with the code Fear to Freedom. I love that. Fear to Freedom. And you can get $100 off the cost of this beautiful academy. So, what are your pain points, Mary? What's like, oh my gosh, I got to deal with this today?
Losing? No, I don't want to lose. When
Losing.
listen, when the candle is going green and you think, oh man, this is, you just got it. I'm feeling like, okay, I'm gonna get this. And you have your stop loss and your take profit set. And all this stuff is language that I learned just from the class. And when I first looked at a chart, I'm like, I knew what candles were, but they're talking to you. And then when she introduced to us about the M's and the W's, going on the M or a W, but it's not. It's not. It'll trick you. And when you get too confident, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to lose.
You know what I've been working on, though? You know what I've been focusing my time on is realizing, see, in my world, in my mind, I have to look at it as there's no loss. Money is an energy. And so when Coach told me that the last time when she was on the podcast, the first time, I was talking about losing. And so she said to me to kind of, like, I think to look at it differently, we were talking about, but I see money as an energy.
Yes, that's
And if I lose the trade, someone else has to win the trade. That's what Coach said. So the trade that you just lost, someone just won. So energy flows in and out, back and forth, all around us. So we're not really losing. I'm getting in my mind that there's really no loss. Money is all around us all the time. And so whenever I come back to trade, and I'm going to everything's gonna go up like this for me. I'm not even gonna see a loss. Loss not even going to be a big issue because that's what I've had to focus on. And money, who's teaching me that? The energy of money is teaching me. I'm all around you. There's never any loss. And I had to go back to Coach. What Coach said, she said, well, when you lose that trade, somebody else won that trade. So there's no loss because somebody else is winning the trade. That's okay. Does that make sense to you? Do you know what I'm saying?
that
I
I know I
know
makes
could.
exactly what you're saying.
yes.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me? Okay. Sometimes I can
yeah.
get a little deep,
Nah,
a little
nah,
bit.
nah.
I don't
You
know.
you're spot on with that. And the basis of it is like monetarily, yes, you will see your account drop or whatever the case is. But the equity in that situation is the lesson that you get out of that, right? And when you understand that losing is a part of the process, not just for trading, but in life, losing is a part of the process. It's going to happen. And we try to avoid it as much and the more you fight against it, the more, you know
It
what I mean?
persists. Yes, the more it
Exactly.
persists. Yes, absolutely.
Right. And
Yes, it's a
so,
give and take here.
It is.
exactly. Exactly. You
Yeah,
don't, you rarely, so, I always use basketball as an analogy. When you shoot the ball, every time you're not going to make it, right?
that's
But
true.
at the end of the day, you want to have more makes than misses, right? Like when you play
Mhm.
pickleball, right?
Yes,
Do you
yes.
win every game? Right?
No, I don't. I was out there yesterday. I won one game, everyone. I played 7 and won 1.
That's okay. Look, we have days where you might lost seven trades in 1-1. You get me? But at the
Yes,
end of the day, you keep showing up because it's something else that's bigger than just those wins and losses. It's that end goal. It's that
yes.
end result that keeps you showing up
Yes.
and keeps you going. So, yeah, yeah,
Yes, I like that you put it like the equity that you put into it. Like it's all there. And it's not just about that, but it's also about my conditioning of my body. It's about
exactly,
community that I'm building. It's about, yeah, the health purposes that I get from pickleball. And it's just flat out, damn it, fun for me. It's just fun.
exactly.
I like it. So, absolutely. I thank you for that because that's what I had to back out of trading and of probably tried to beat up on myself a little bit because I'm like, I know I can do this,
You
Mhm.
did.
but I wasn't ready. You have to master your thoughts so you can master the results. And I am all about changing the belief system that I have created for myself or that I was conditioned to believe.
Yeah,
We are geniuses. We are
Created.
able to, yeah, we are creators. We are creative. And yes, all of that. Absolutely, money bags. What you say to this?
I say change how you look at things, and what you look at will change. What you're looking at will change. And I think
that's good.
Wayne Dyer, I've been reading
Wayne Dyer.
Yeah. And it is about how you think. And if you do really try to force things, you're pushing it away. If you just go with the flow of the water, you just get carried. And if you swim in, say, I'll just say if you were to get dumped over into, fall over into a river and
Mm-hmm.
you try to swim against the flow of the river, it's going to be extra, you're just doing extra work. But
Mm-hmm.
if you go with the flow, calm down, and the next thing you know, there's a tree you can grab a hold to, and it's just going with the flow. Everything is just effortless. And that's kind of like how it is now on trading. I'm doing a lot better on the binary side than I am on the stock market, like you said, dealing with the tariffs and stuff. But on the
Mm-hmm.
binary side, using the lesson that she's given and knowing the candles, what's it, a doji, whether if it's a dragonfly or if it's a candle that's engulfing candle, all this
Yes.
stuff. Just, I mean, when you feel comfortable and you relax, man, that energy of money just flows right through and to you. And I'm feeling it. I thank you so much, Coach, for that. I'm excited about where I'm going. I'm looking at a daily. I have set a goal of how much I want to make a day. And then at the end of the week, and then you multiply that times four, and you look like, wow, when you look at it like that. And she's also taught us this other method of, if you trade, I'm just going to use this as an example. If I'm using a 2% trade, and if I lose that 2% trade, I will then go up to my next one, it's 4%. And if I lose that one, I go up to 8%. If I lose that one, I go up to 16%. But that's my stopping point at 16%. And then look down and you see, I don't look at the value, because when I was looking at the value of the 16%, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting ready to lose this. And guess what? I would lose. But now I don't look at the value, I look at the candles. And everything it has come together. And when I look at it like that, guess what? It makes that sound. Cha-ching. It does.
And do I have a
Yeah.
cha-ching sound? Are you? Yeah, that cha-ching sound sounds good, huh?
Yes, because there's another sound that goes,
What
it's so
sound is that?
lost.
That's a loss. That's where you lose.
That means you're losing. But if you do, by using all the techniques that she's shown, combining everything, reading first, being patient, and get control of your emotion before you sit down. If you feel funny, don't trade. I mean,
Mm.
really, our guide is right there to tell us. And if you don't take a trade, because sometimes coaches take trades and I don't take the trade. It's not anything against her. But at first I was like, man, she taking a trade, I'm gonna take a trade. But you can't do that. You got to hear what you're saying to yourself. And
That's
that's what
right.
I've been really, really, it's great. I love it.
I am so that this is really good for me because I was looking to take the trade only if she took the trade. I'm totally, she already knows. I'm like, are you going to take it? Matter of fact, can you just set it? Can you just do it for me? That's me. Can you just do it? That was you too, money
Yeah.
bags. Like, geez, can you just do this? It's
It's
just
like
for you to do it.
riding a bicycle. You use that as an example.
Yeah.
The training wheels, you feel so comfortable. Your parent or whomever is teaching you, you feel so good with them holding it. But you have to get to the point where you can
Yeah.
pedal by yourself. Or the analogy she loves to use is you can't sit on the on the side of the pool and learn to swim. You got to jump in.
Got to
So
jump in there.
if you got someone in there with you to show you exactly what to do, you'll feel more comfortable. And once you learn the strokes, I'll just say those are the techniques that she's taught us. You swim, I can swim like I now. I just float. You know what I'm saying? Just following the trend. I still have some losses, but I don't take it personal like I did at first. And that's through reading and showing up every day that I'm available. And she's awesome, man. I just love her energy. It's there.
It's second to no, I mean, it's unbelievable, honestly. And we deserve you. The world deserves you, Coach Blue. We do. We really deserve a coach like you, a teacher like you, because it goes beyond the charts, you see? And what you have taught me, it allowed me to kind of take a step back and take a look at all of that emotional stuff that I got going on. Moneybags just said, don't come to the trade. You can't come to the trade emotional with all of this stuff on your head. And that's exactly what the Oracle teaches you whenever you want to sit down before spirit. You want to sit down, to pull your cards and, get into the spirit and talk to your guides and everything. Just clear all of that. Don't bring all of that the baggage and the weight, because it's going to distort your point of view. It's going to distort the information. Would you agree, Coach?
Absolutely. I mean, man. So I attribute this to my father that passed away a while ago, but he always honed in like you cannot let your emotions cloud your judgment, and I think that is something that we have to carry with us through
Yeah.
everything that we do. Like, yes, I talk about it a lot with trading, and it's easier said than done because those emotions, when you feel it, I mean, you,
It's real.
it's been
They're
plenty of
real.
days I'm like wanna my screen is right here. I'm like, like, nah, this is no, no, right? But when you start to realize, when you take a step back, you're like, why was I tripping like that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or why was I
Yeah.
doing that? Like, So you have to take a step back, reassess, and then say, okay, where can I improve? But you can't see that if you're upset, or you can't see that if you're down. You have to be clear minded and always say, come in, even kill. Don't, if you win, that's good. But if you lose, you got to have the same emotion. It's
Wow.
consistency, it's patterns. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to get mad at something that's supposed to happen. You get me?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, I do get you. What? I was
yeah.
just listening to Neville Goddard this morning. I mean, I listen to him every morning. And you're saying you do too, money bags. We on the same frequency. That's exactly what India is talking about. She's saying the same thing in a different way. She's saying the same thing now.
Feeling is the answer, and that's so very true. The feel, if you feel something, the subconscious will get it too, because all it is the projector. It's the screen projecting back to us what we send to it. So we gotta. I'm trying to get to the point. No, I'm not trying. I'm working on getting to that point of sending the right signal, so I can see what I want to see, as
Yes.
opposed to say it and see it.
Yeah.
And you are this. We are that. We already have the skills. We already are patient. We already are balanced. We already have the money. We have all the things. It's already granted for us. We are remembering, waking up to our own divine oneness and what we were sent here for, what we're made of. We're waking up to that and remembering that. And to have a coach like you or mentor like you to help people along the way, I say it's a win-win for us. I mean, we're winning.
Yeah, we
We
are.
Yes,
we are.
we all are. We all are. But as much as you all are winning, I'm winning from, like, I'm learning from you all as well. And that's why, like you said, it's an energy thing. Like, whatever you put out is what you get back. You know what I mean? And so I thank you guys as well because it has helped me become a better instructor as well. So thank both of you all. Seriously.
Yes, we love
Yeah.
you. And money is teaching us. Money loves
Yes.
us. The
Yes.
energy of money is, but money's teaching you too, you
Yes.
see.
Yes.
You don't look at it like that, but that energy is teaching you. And
It is.
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It's so sweet. And listen, money doesn't stop teaching. Money is teaching, me in all areas of my life.
Yes.
So, yes, I really like this. What I want to
But
ask you, God, I'm sorry, go ahead.
sorry about that. But I also learned that something this week that came to me, that it's a frequency. It's like the radio station. It's always broadcasting. You have to tune into it. And if you get off of it, go to where another frequency is coming, you just got to get back to the point. Just like just say the signals to our phone. You're like, you get to a certain point, and then you don't have a 2 bars, 3 bars. And then when you get 5, you're there. So that's the frequency that we have to get on. It's dialing in, tuning in, and staying tuned in. And
Mm,
Yeah.
all that goes together. It just flows. So
Yeah.
I'm tuned in to WBlueChipsAcademy.com.
yes. I love that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
because this is a Fear to Freedom project, I want to know if I know you were, but were either of you like afraid to, like, how did you feel? Did you have any fear when you started the academy, when you were like, I'm going to do this. I don't know who's going to come. I don't know how many students are going to come, but did you have any fears?
Absolutely. I think,
You wear it
when
so well.
yeah. Well,
You didn't
if
look like
y'all
you was
saw
afraid
how
of
I
it.
felt, y'all be like, you all right, coach, right? But no, I
I'm telling
definitely
you.
did. So for me, it was fear, but when you are taking a leap of faith, when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, it has to shift to faith, right? And so for me, I prayed and I talked to God and I said, you know what? I really feel like you're speaking to me because the fact that I was able to sit here and teach my boys this, I just know that other people can grasp this. And so I said, just guide me, on the steps, put me around the right people, connect me with the right people. And man, I'm telling you, you rely, all of this is because of God. I give all thanks to God for this. You know what I mean? And so just relying on God alone, that's what gets you through it. Like it'll be times, and this is just for life in general. You might be uncertain about a certain thing, or skeptical or worried, or whatever the case is. Literally, how we're sitting on this live stream here and we're talking about, the trading process, that's how God is sitting next to you when you're dealing with something. So you have to constantly remind.
Man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm sorry. She's absolutely correct.
Well, actually, I have learned in Riverside that Coach May, she actually is still recording. So Riverside is really good like that. We may not be able to see her, but
That's awesome.
yeah, it seems like it's still picking up. But she'll be able to come back in here. I want to ask you about your fears.
I was afraid, like, man, I need to earn this money because I'm close to retirement. I want to be able to travel and do the things that I want to do, be able to sustain and not be afraid of having to go back to work. And I just realized that fear is not from God. And it said, I don't know the exact scripture, but it says, I did not give you the spirit of fear, but of power first,
And a
love,
sound mind.
and a sound mind. And that's being patient. And I also like Ecclesiastes 10:19 is talk about where money answereth all. So whatever you call it is what it's going to become. So Ephesians 3:20, you can get more than you can ask or think. So I'm like, wow, all this stuff is just connecting. And I want to be able to give this to my children and my grandchildren, therefore leaving a legacy because it says a good man, which means a man or woman, leave a legacy for his children's children's children. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Absolutely.
I just love this. I really, really enjoyed it. And God is in everything. We just have to tap in and hold on because he's taking us somewhere. That's what I love. That fear is only there to trap you, like it says about like handcuffs. If fear get you, it'll grip you, but you got to break it. And beyond that fear is what you've been searching for all along, right there waiting for you to step into it, tap into it. I love it.
Yes, yes. And fear is to motivate us. It should not immobilize us.
Right,
Yeah, fear is, we should use fear as a teacher.
right.
It reminds us, it teaches us. You back with us, coach? Yeah, sometimes technology is technology.
Yeah, but it's wonderful though. Look, we're in
Yes,
places and we're on the same accord. I love that.
yes. And
Sorry
yes,
about that, guys. I had to join from my computer. I don't know what happened. See how when you talk about God, the devil try to play? But go ahead.
we can't see you. We
All
can't
right,
see
let me see
you.
if I can get my
That's okay. It may be recording though. I mean, Riverside picks up everything. Even if I can't see you, it seems to pick it up.
okay.
But I want to ask you both as we draw this interview to a close.
Mhm.
I want to ask you, what are you most excited about in life? I ask all of my guests that. What are you most excited about in life right now, Moneybags?
I'm excited about life itself. It's so excited to be alive at such a time as this and being able to know that I will be able to leave a legacy for my community, for my family. And it's just wonderful to realize that I was born with this. We all was born with something. We just have to tap into it. And I'm just so excited about being able to finally find where I should be. This is it. I love it.
Love that. And coach, what are you most excited about in life right now?
I'm most excited about basically getting this information to as many people as possible and being the example, giving people, like, I want people to be able to say, okay, I love not just what I'm doing to try to possibly change my life, but how, like, your teaching is a direct indication on how many people you can directly impact and how are your students being successful. And that's what's most important and exciting for me, because it's, how, like, you might do something good for yourself, but when you teach your child or when you teach somebody else, it's like a priceless moment. Those are
Yes.
the things that really, really move me. And that's what I'm most excited about, is being able to impact as many people as possible.
Yes, yes. Making
Yes,
global impact. You
yes,
see? And one thing I am excited about is knowing that the God in me can do all the things. So when I want to thank God, I really am thanking myself. That's what the universe is teaching me, because we are an individuation of God. And so I look at myself as God. Actually, I look in the mirror. If you look in the mirror and you don't see God, look again. We don't tend to look at ourselves as that way. So thank yourself too. And I know that we thank God, but God wants you to thank yourself. The God in you is all powerful and can do all the things. There's nothing outside of yourself that you need or that you should be looking for. Everything is inside of you. So I am so happy. I'm so happy to have you back here, Coach. And I'm happy to bring back Money Bags, my sister friend that I have invited, us to all like collaborate together. And yeah, this is great. If you are listening, this is your first time to the show. Welcome to the Fear to Freedom Project. This is where fear ends and freedom begins, right here on this show. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Take the time to subscribe to the channel, go back and listen to the podcast and join the conversation. And thank you to the returning champions, my audience, my community that listens and supports me. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this amazing channel. Share this channel with somebody you love, because we are doing great things here. And so, yeah. Did you want to say something, Mary? You wanted to say something?
Agreeing with you. I feel your energy. You are so excited, and that's a blessing. Just to be a part of it, and who knows, we'll be back next year.
Yes, y'all are welcome back to the Fear to Freedom Project anytime you want to. Anytime you want to come here, you are welcome. You have a standing invitation. Just call me. We're going to get on the channel and get on the horn and sound off to the world. So thank you. I love you so much. Don't forget, if you would like to join Blue Chips Academy, just look in my show notes. You will have everything there. You can have $100 off the cost of this amazing academy. And you too could be sitting here like Money Bags a year later talking about trading and compounding and making 15, 16, 9%. Who does that? Which bank is doing that one? Can you tell me? Which bank is doing that one? What do you want to leave us with, Coach Blue? Anything you want to leave the audience with?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I want to say it's an honor to be on the Fear to Freedom Project. So thanks again for having us. And at the end of the day, I just want to take this away. Just be open to opportunities, not just trading. We understand that we're talking about trading today, but keep an open mind, because you never know what's for you unless you try to actually apply that. And so again, I'm super proud of you, Mary. I'm super proud of all the other students that are, actively showing up at Blue Chips Academy. And I just want us to continue to build. And Dr. Deb, we're going to support you as much as you support us. So thanks again. And it's all love.
You are so welcome. And I'm going to give a shout out to all of the students at Blue Chips Academy. Peace and love to you. Make that money. Look at them candlesticks. Go into trades and come out. Set your stop loss. I don't know. These are words that I never. I love y'all. Peace and love. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And thank you for tuning in to this month's Conscious Connection. Peace and love.